Hi everyone, today I found this old Australian Woman's Weekly book and I'm just going to use these orchids as a reference. I've got some paper here, some Nara paper, is that how you say it? Nara paper. It's thicker than the mineral paper I used in the last video, so we'll see if we get different results. The other one is still drying. It'll probably take overnight to dry properly. So I'm just going to do a bit of an outline, use this as my reference. I've just got a fine marker here. So I'm just kind of like going to do a blind contour drawing. I'm kind of looking at the picture a little bit. Obviously, if I want it to look like anything, I'm going to have to look at it. So I'll use some of the same materials I used before, but add a few other things as well. That might do. Now we've got black here, which I might sort of put in the centres first. It's not working very well. That's just a nib pen. I could try the sepia, I think. Sepia. This is going to be like the darkest dark areas around here. Put a little bit in the stem and the leaf, and a little bit in the petals. It's going to be interesting to see how this works. Okay, looks a bit like a bunch of flowers. Now we'll get this red ink, which is very powerful, and just use the tip of it, I think, like this. Just outline some of them. And we'll get our brush in a minute. Green. I haven't got a green. Maybe we can use the paint sticks. Dull green paint sticks, just for something a little bit different. Mixed media, you know, is my thing, so right, now we'll put some water on, see where we're up to. Oh, this is pretty just hold the brush at the end and make it just pretty loose, I think. Now touching this red is going to be exciting. The biggest challenge will be keeping it into the petals so it looks like flowers, I guess. Some sort of botanical thing in the end. It doesn't have to look like what I started with. With this paper, it's just sitting on top. It's sort of resisting the paper. Not like the mineral paper where it kept its shape. This one, it's pulling away from it. You see what's happening here? The water's just pulling away. It's not sort of staying. But that's all right. A bit more colour down here. Flick some over here. But we can bring in some other things. Maybe the red stick here in a few places, just to get a few lines. There you go, something a bit different. Put some over here. Please don't ask me how I get to this point, because honestly I don't know. It just comes as I work. Okay, so, oh, actually I did think that we would try and use some gesso in this one. So gesso is, oh, I think the end of it might be blocked. Yes. And I can't get it open. Just a minute, just a minute. Here we go, we've got one of these. White tip thing. It's a bit, oh, yuck. Right, see how that works. We'll go back in, try and find the flowers. Bit scratchy. I don't know if you like to listen to music when you watch people paint and stuff like that, but I'm only very new at this YouTube stuff, but I just like to share stuff with people, and I don't really want to spend most of my time editing or whatever. So basically what you see is going to be what you get by the time. I probably could, you know, do it, but teaching myself takes a long time. And then you get to know a program, and what happens? There's another one that comes out, so you've got to learn something else. And all this time you've spent, I was making beautiful dots. Look at that, all this time you've spent, you could be creating. So that's what I kind of think. Rightio, I think we need some sort of colour in there. Let me have a think. Maybe this is black ink. If I can get the lid off. Let's hope I don't get it everywhere. I won't put my good paintbrush in it. I have a dip pen. We'll use that to put some they're turning it to look a bit more like poppies than orchids. But you know what? That doesn't matter. We just started off with an idea and then it goes into something else. That's fine. This one up here looks a bit random. Put a bit of darks down here. I think what's missing now is some metallic. Where's our gold? Watercolour paint. I don't want to get the brush too wet. So I got these little ones today. Gorgeous little set. Just gonna try and dip it in to some of the red to just give it a bit of life. If I get a bit more water, it might run a bit more. There we go, juicy. Here we go. So that's it. A bit of flick. Oh, that's really adding a bit of interest, isn't it? Now down at the bottom there, it looks a bit, not really like leaves, it looks a bit messy. Maybe we'll put some of this dark colour here in. It's metallic. Oh, it's like aqua. Oh, it's more like a brown. Okay. might have to do for the moment till it dries and see what it looks like. Some people might say it's a bit of a mess, but yeah, we'll just let the inks and the water move and the watercolours and see what happens when it's dried. Okay, see you later.